families. The family has hired an attorney, and tonight they and supporters marched to City Hall to pressure city leaders to agree to that federal investigation. That is where we find my co-anchor, Sean Mazzarello. Sean, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, Kristen, there was just an interaction between the police chief and this group out here outside of council chambers. It's quite loud out here right now, and that was the problem. There's some decorum that city council members were saying that people in this group had to follow, and part of that was the noise, the level of noise. They started chanting, "We want a federal investigation." So the police chief came out here and calmly asked them if they would please stop. He'd love to have them stay, and they said, "Well, we want to talk to you about this." So before the police chief went back inside council chambers, this group of people and him determined that 2 o'clock tomorrow at Kingdom Authority Church is where they're going to meet and hash things out. Because I've already heard 3 members of this group speak before City Council, this committee meeting. The overall theme is that Officer Cox was labeled a hero and Eddie Patterson the criminal. They say no one knows what really happened the night that everything happened, and therefore everyone should be treated equally, which is why this group is here to ask for the federal investigation from the mayor and aldermen. And the group marched here to City Hall from the Kingdom Authority Church. They received a police escort. They say they don't want the Integrity Task Force to do this investigation because, in their eyes, too many people know each other in the law enforcement community locally, so they want an independent, third-party federal investigation.
So we want somebody to come from outside into this and give us a federal investigation. That the community deserves that. The officer family deserves that. The Patterson family deserves that. They deserve a federal investigation.
So that was Pastor Melvin Brown of Kingdom Authority Church there asking for the federal investigation for both families. And he was the one that coordinated this deal tomorrow at 2 o'clock at the church, his church, where now the two sides will sit there and talk this out, because this group, Kristen, still has a lot of questions, like a lot of people do, about that night and why Officer Cox and Eddie Patterson had to die. Reporting live from Rockford City Hall, I'm Sean Mazzarello. Kristen, back to you.
All right, Sean, thank you for that live report. And speaking of Officer Cox, he was laid to rest over the weekend. Many tears were shed during his funeral service, which was followed by a procession of nearly 600 police vehicles